After a 2-day stay with Brenda and Chief Talk-A-Lot, it was time to move on from Cody in Wyoming. We'd stayed longer this time than any other times we'd visited Cody, and had finally allowed enough time to have a good look around, with the Desert Mountains side-by-side tour with Chief Talk-A-Lot being the highlight. Last night, several young guys rolled into the Western Rose on their bikes, and we headed off immediately. South Dakota lads, they'd never ventured west, so they asked the Silver.gypsies to lead them through Chief Joseph Highway and Beartooth Pass on their day's journey to Red Lodge in Montana. We had intended on heading to West Yellowstone again after we saw them off on the Beartooth summit, but changed our mind and decided to head for Canada, taking a couple of days to get to the border. Tonight, we would stay in Livingston, Montana.
Well, good morning, Silver.gypsies.
Good morning.
We've just hooked up with some lads that we met last night. Yeah, and today, here they all come, and today we're heading to West Yellowstone again, but we're going to go via Beartooth Pass, or Chief Joseph Highway and Beartooth Pass, to show those nice young lads the best sights along there. So they're all from South Dakota, but today it's just about going on Beartooth Path because they had 5 foot of snow there on what's today? Wednesday, I think. So Sunday, Monday they had.
Oh no, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, so it was Sunday. Yeah, Sunday they had 5 foot of snow. Right there's the Shoshone River. So we're just going to go somewhere away on Beartooth with these boys, and then we'll turn around and go back the other way, like we said. Just over there is the I can't remember the name of it exactly, but it's the Absconnery Mountains or something or other. But as you can see, they're just covered in snow at the moment.
Yeah, it's not that cold this morning. I haven't plugged in my heating gear, so yeah, it's nice.
It's 12.5 Celsius at the moment, so yeah, not too bad.
Chief Joseph Scenic Byway, or Wyoming 296, links the town of Cody with the Beartooth Highway and the northeast gate of Yellowstone National Park. The route crosses the Shoshone National Forest through the Absaroka Mountains to the Clarks Fork Valley. The Beartooth Mountains and the Clark Fork of the Yellowstone River lie to the north of the road, and the Absaroka Mountains and North Absaroka Wilderness are to the south. During the winter months, snowplows keep the roadway open just to the east of the entrance to Yellowstone National Park, adjacent to Cook City.
The bridge over the Sunlight Gorge, which is 1,200 feet deep, is the highest bridge in Wyoming. This is our 5th time on Sunlight Bridge on the Chief Joseph Scenic Byway. The byway runs through Sunlight Basin. It is kept open all year, though winter storms close it periodically. The highway crosses into Sunlight Basin at Dead Indian Pass, elevation 8,070 feet. There are conflicting stories about the source of the name Dead Indian Pass. The most popular version is that the name comes from an 1878 skirmish between General Miles and a group of Bannock Indians, where one Indian was killed. In 1877, Chief Joseph and his Napiers travelled through Sunlight Basin during their attempt to escape from the US cavalry. Sunlight Basin is home to a substantial population of grizzly bears, and wolves from Yellowstone have recently moved into the area.
Beartooth Highway, nicknamed the Highway to the Sky, is a segment of US Route 212 that connects Red Lodge, Montana to Yellowstone National Park. This 69-mile highway winds and climbs to more than 10,000 feet above sea level to reach Beartooth Pass. The road passes through alpine forest and Arctic tundra, is full of sheer drop-offs, and delivers constant views of lakes and 12,000 feet high peaks. The descent carries the highway into the state of Wyoming before returning to Montana to reach Cook City and the northeast entrance of Yellowstone National Park.
What the Beartooth Highway lacks in length, it more than makes up for in dramatic scenery. It's also not a ride to take lightly. An undivided two-lane road that lacks formal pullouts in some segments and closes to traffic in the winter, the highway has a reputation as a dangerous drive.
Beartooth Falls are an 80-foot high multi-drop cascade of Beartooth Creek that feeds into the stunning Beartooth Lake. Access to the falls is difficult, however it can be done via a track that starts where Beartooth Creek enters the lake. During this stop, however, we decided to be a bit lazy and put the drone up instead of taking the steep hike. Jurisdiction over the road and its passage through some of the most rugged country in the US makes maintenance an ongoing challenge, and the climb of more than 5,000 vertical feet to the Beartooth Pass is fraught with switchbacks and sheer drop-offs.
That said, hundreds of thousands of people take this spectacular drive each year, generally between mid-May and mid-October. The road is typically closed the rest of the year due to snow in the high mountain pass, which can see snowfall even in midsummer. The highway was originally built to provide access from Red Lodge to the northeast gate of Yellowstone National Park. So many road trippers incorporate the Beartooth Drive into a park visit. The Roosevelt Arch, built in the Yellowstone National Park's Army era, is said to have been the idea of Hiram Chittenden of the US Army Corps of Engineers. He felt that the approach to the park was barren and lacked suitable grandeur. Park administrators and townspeople agreed, and plans commenced for a brand new entryway to Yellowstone. In 1903, the partially constructed arch was dedicated by President Theodore Roosevelt, who laid the cornerstone at a ceremony that drew thousands of guests and much fanfare.
Locals we spoke to in Gardiner like to say Yellowstone's North Gate, just 5 miles down the road, is nature's favourite entrance. And while we can't speak for the wildlife, it seems a pretty apt statement. Elk wander the street in summer, and bison amble through the town in search of lower elevations as winter sets in.
This small but mighty town is also a favourite of visitors of the human variety who choose to stay in Gardiner for their Yellowstone experience. One of the main reasons is the town's close proximity to incredible outdoor recreation. With the Yellowstone River dissecting the town, major activities of the area include rafting the Yellowstone River. It's only a few short miles to Mammoth Hot Springs in Yellowstone, which we visited a week or so prior. In fact, it's close enough to hire and ride a bicycle.
Resting on the banks of the Yellowstone River, surrounded by majestic mountains, Livingston delivers an eclectic blend of shops, museums, galleries, live theatre and music, as well as unique restaurants for every taste. Experience breathtaking ranges, fun and hardworking ranchers, and romance under the big sky.
Livingston is a historic train town from the late 1880s that will keep you coming back. Livingston was the original gateway city to Yellowstone National Park. Now it's where adventure, beautiful scenery, and authentic, friendly folk await you at the edge of the Yellowstone River. The town is surrounded by 4 beautiful wild mountain ranges that offer an abundance of outdoor activities year-round. Whether it's fly fishing, dog sledding, or cross-country skiing, horseback riding, river rafting, or just taking it easy at the many museums, art galleries, and restaurants, you'll find them in Livingston. The town experiences around 40 snow days each year. However, it has some of the warmest winters in Montana, but the temperature can feel frigid because Livingston is also one of the windiest places in the United States, having the second highest average wind speed countrywide.